Good morning, folks. This is Naim. I'm Chief Markets Analyst at AvaTrade, and welcome to our daily update on our YouTube channel, in which we discuss several different market or asset classes, such as cryptos, commodities, stocks, and of course, Forex. Bit of a housekeeping, as always. Anything which we'll be discussing in this video cannot be perceived as an advice. If you are seeking for one, please do consider consulting with your own financial advisors. And folks, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, there may be no harm to do that, because we do present really useful information on a daily basis. So what is going on in the market? That is the question which everyone is really asking. Well, markets are very much once again picking up the momentum where the US stock market left off yesterday. And the US market moved to the upside based on the narrative which the Federal Reserve delivered in its FOMC minutes. Because remember, yesterday we had the FOMC minutes, and the answer or the narrative or the message was very clear. There will be no hasty decision with respect to the monetary policy. The Fed isn't worried about soaring inflation, rising bond yields, or anything similar to that. The Fed believes that the most important factor that they need to pay attention to is not to prematurely leave the place or leave the town or start to tighten up the monetary policy. Now, of course, market players have really loved that sort of a narrative, loved that sort of a message, because this is everyone wanted to hear, and that has started to push the markets in Europe today as well. And of course, I am seeing the US futures also trading to the upside. Now, one important factor that we need to pay close attention to today is the ECB minutes. Yes, yesterday we had the FOMC minutes, and today it is the ECB turn. And with that said, what we need to pay attention to is an important Forex pair. Which one is that? That is your euro and sterling, because euro had against the sterling had one of the biggest moves for this year on Tuesday. And yesterday, we've also seen the euro picking up more steam. This is despite all those negative sentiment, or all those negative, let's say, the confidence around the coronavirus vaccine, how Europe has underperformed in relation to coronavirus vaccine. And of course, in the UK over here, we have seen substantial progress in relation to coronavirus vaccine, to an extent that we have a Moderna vaccine coming over here 2 weeks ahead of the schedule. Of course, AstraZeneca's own saga of a blood clot, and which is which is a massive concern among consumers or people who wanted to take a coronavirus vaccine, is a major concern. And of course, that is reflected as well on the in the stock price as well, remain a concern. But despite that, euro is moving higher against the dollar. And one other important thing I wanted to highlight over here is, if you look at the leverage bets, the net buying bets on sterling, they are very much anchored to the upside, meaning we have more buyers who believe, more traders who believe that sterling is going to move to the upside. But we are seeing complete opposite of that, because what we're seeing is euro moving to the upside, sterling not being able to move to the upside. So could we see a short squeeze over here, or could we see another sort of a squeeze here? That remains a question. So the data is going to come in at 1:30 or in around 1 p.m. So keep an eye on that. And this is also when we will also have the US initial jobless claims, because remember, this number is known for its nature of higher volatility, but it still moves the market, it still moves the gold price, it still moves the S&P 500, it still moves the Dow Jones Industrial Average. So we are going to keep a very close eye as the number comes in. That's all for now, and I'll see you guys same time, same place tomorrow.